My tail's tingling.
Oh. His what?
My tail tingles when I don't like something.
It's an STD. You should get checked out.
I'm just zesty.
The movie begins with a scamming, manipulative, greedy, human food-loving raccoon that's all alone because he only cares about himself. But he's also ballsy, I'll give him that, because he decides to steal from a hibernating bear just because he couldn't get his hands on a packet of chips. And what starts with stealing a couple of bags of chips, which would have been more than enough, seeing the bear stash, this greedy ass only wants more. Yo, imagine being that close from a bear and still deciding to steal from it. Then the raccoon proceeds to be as loud as possible, making ping pong sounds, jumping on a bunch of plastic, being loud as hell, and the bear still doesn't wake up.
Oh, he knows he's got the plot armor.
Just take what you need. And he steals the whole thing. So this raccoon's named RJ, and how in the hell did he get his hands on a life raft? So the bear had a life raft in his food stash?
What a weird bear.
And RJ continues to make a bunch of noise and the bear doesn't wake up, but then when seeing a Pringles wannabe chips, dude still goes for it despite having a mountain of food. I guess RJ just represents every gambling addict ever. Like no matter how much you win, it's just never enough and you always want more. So using a coffee cup and sleight of hand, the gambling addict gets the chips too and opens it. The hell?
Oops.
Didn't I eat your parents?
Huh?
Is that my food? Say goodbye to your genitals.
Yummy.
I'm just trying to feed my family. Aren't you alone and a virgin? Sorta yes. Then bro accidentally puts himself in generational debt, letting a shit ton of food that can feed a whole bear fall out of the cave that gets smashed by a truck.
So the raccoon is screwed.
But using his negotiating skills, he convinces the bear he will get it all back, so the bear gives him exactly 1 week or else he's dead. 1 week is crazy.
알았어.
Fail and I'll eat your balls first. Yeet. And to make matters worse, he ends up getting the chips he needed that would have prevented him stealing from the bear.
You mad, bro? You mad?
So bro's hungry, homeless, and now in debt. So pretty much this is the equivalent of a dude owing money to a loan shark, and if you don't pay within a week, the loan shark is going to kill you. But then seeing some ads that has the items he needs, RJ discovers a suburb nearby that has all the food he needs, so he starts formulating his genius plan. Wait, do y'all see these prices? 2 packets of chips for $1.29? Damn, look what they took from us. Thanks a lot, inflation.
The next morning.
I have no aura. Then we're introduced to this loser who gets no turtle huzz as he starts admiring the nature around him going,
Wow, cause he gay.
Everybody wake up.
I'm gonna nut. Think I have HIV.
And we're introduced to the gang. So we have group leader who's a baldy with no aura that gets scared but has a good heart. Then there's the porcupine family who has a bunch of kids because the dad doesn't know how to pull out. And meet Nutflash because he's fast like the Flash and nuts quick. Then there's a father-daughter possum family but there's no mom because she left they ass for the milk. And the dad's the
Drama queen, always playing dead cause he watched too many K-drama.
So the daughter is high-key embarrassed of him. Then we got Stella the skunk who's like,
I don't need no man, I'm her.
And gives the whole sassy in-your-face attitude even when others are just trying to help. Now, Nutflash, seeing something wrong, tries reporting it to the leader, but you can tell this dude is sick of his shit and ignores him. So these woodland NPCs have a mission every year, which is to fill up the log with enough food for winter hibernation. And cause RJ overhears this, he decides to use them as his slaves to gather food for the bear.
There's this great wall of bush, follow me.
That nut is an idiot.
And what's funny about this scene is the turtle sees the hedge only when he's right in front of it. Like, buddy, at that size, you should have seen it at least 50 meters ago.
What, are you blind?
And seeing there is no end on both sides, RJ keeps stalking them while the woodland NPCs treat the bush like a god.
What do you want? Egg fried noodle?
Opa.
So group leader says he'll check it out only to trip and lose more aura doing so, and Bodhi gets absolutely traumatized seeing stone statues of slave turtles or insects getting cooked and dying. But wait a minute, don't turtles eat insects? So why is this fake fraud getting all shocked from a dead insect? Like, buddy, you eat insects. So what we humans consider a nice peaceful suburb is what this Bodhi turtle would consider the gates of hell, as he's gonna tell all the other woodland NPCs the story like he survived World War III, when all he did was just enter a nice white suburb for less than 5 minutes. Wait, is she calling while driving while holding a coffee on her other hand? Look what they took from us.
I was tortured. They played with my life like I was in North Korea.
What's in North Korea?
I don't know, but we'll never go there.
Then RJ shows up like a smooth operator and asserts his dominance and tells the NPCs the Baldy's being a drama queen by giving them human shit, and explains while they were hibernating, people built houses everywhere except their area. Wait a minute, so the math is not mathing because they said it takes 274 days to fill up an entire log, which means they have less than 100 days to hibernate, right? So you're telling me in 100 days, people built an entire suburb of houses when the average home takes around 8 months to 12 months to build?
That don't make any sense.
Anyway, RJ convinces them that what would normally take 274 days to fill up an entire log, he says he can do that in under a week. But group leader's not happy. RJ's more alpha, so he decides to tell them to piss off and that they're not interested. And although the others like RJ's proposal, Bodhi goes,
My tail's tingling.
Oh. His what?
My tail tingles when I don't like something.
It's an STD, you should get checked out.
I'm just zesty.
So RJ's like, alright, then opens a bag of chips, and I know this is an exaggeration, but this scene actually made me crave chips, I'm not gonna lie. And hey, yo, why are they all looking like they just got cracked? Like, yo, look at the porcupine dad twitching his head and shit.
Yeah, who's a good boy? You take it so well.
What is that? And they looking at RJ like he discovered the
Crack cocaine.
And just like that, he convinces them to go through the Great Wall of Bush and he shows them the good life.
You not alpha, I'm alpha.
Only bottom betas say that kind of shit. Wow, Bodhi is a drama queen. And they finally encounter the humans, as we're introduced to Gladys, aka
Evil Karen.
Now Gladys is the president of the Homeowners Association, which is another fancy way of saying she's unemployed and makes no money. Then RJ gives some words of wisdom saying if a human ever sees you, lick your privates and you'll be fine.
I'm not trying to be funny. He actually tells them to lick your genitals when confronted by a human. He actually says that.
Then RJ explains like an expert why Americans are so fat. It's because they have unlimited food, like how they worship the food or exercise so they can eat more food, and even shows them how the food from the trash is better than whatever food they were collecting in the woods.
Wait, so you're telling me RJ knew all of this, and instead of stealing from the humans at a suburb, he decided to steal from a bear? What are you, dumb?
RJ's a gambling addict confirmed. Man, what is this dude doing? Did he just sniff a diaper then tried eating it? Like, if your sense of smell is that bad that you can't tell the difference you're holding a diaper layered in poop, why even bother sniffing it in the first place? And just when it's a done deal that everyone's willing to work with RJ, the cat shows up, alerting the humans, and she go
Cray cray.
Yo, how much you want to bet she doesn't use plastic straws because she wants to save the turtles or tell her friends she's on a plant-based vegan diet to show that she's a good person? But when she actually sees the animals, she goes, kill them turtles, kill all animals, they all need to die. And what's even funnier is when the animals see the human, before she attacked, they deadass all tried licking their own balls.
Ew.
And because of the attack, the Bodhi gets to say, I told you so, and gets everyone else to go against him.
Shit.
And later, when RJ sleeps, he gets attacked by
The bear.
No. Now, the next day, RJ sees the cookies and the red wagon he needs for the bear, and seeing the woodland NPCs genuinely depressed because they got a taste of the good life and now they're back to eating tree bark, RJ comes up with a different approach.
Wow.
Just look at him struggling to eat that shit, then lying that it's good.
Yo, that turtle fake.
So RJ shows up, but this time he uses a sob sad victim story talking about how his family got slaughtered by a weed hacker. And we have no idea if it's true or not, but the woodland NPCs feel bad for him and want RJ to stay.
What a load of shit.
It's fine, I'll leave. And by using the emotional manipulation, RJ gets to stay, so he shows some fake love and quickly uses Nut Flash to steal the wagon cookies.
Yeah, you like that shit?
Oh, psych.
But I like the cookie.
Grown-ass squirrel, by the way. I like the duality of how he can look horny, freaky, and cute. Anyway, they target the Girl Scout cookies, so RJ turns Nut Flash into crack addict look-alike, then he approaches the girls who start freaking out when they think he got rabies.
Rabies.
And suddenly, not a single person in this film gives a shit about animals or animal rights. Like, dude just wants some food, and in return, he got a death sentence. Then Bodhi's nosy ass tries to help, but only ends up helping RJ as he gets butt-ass naked, which freaks out the girls, so they run away, and RJ gets the cookies. Damn, DreamWorks, y'all out here showing us turtle cheeks? For free?
That is how you create the 40s. No wonder Gen Z is cooked.
Wow, your shit is micro. Now, I'm not sure why RJ gave him a cookie to cover up, because there's nothing to cover up. So RJ leaves Bodhi's ass because he don't give a shit about him, then seeing humans approaching, he hides and eavesdrops.
Go watch Coco Melon or some shit. Thanks, Mom. I don't want animals near my latte. Do you know how much I spend to put Asians and Hispanics off this neighborhood? I don't want animals too. Whatever. What'd you say, huh?
And as the woodland NPCs all get a taste of some processed sugar, MSG, and diabetes-making chemicals, RJ practically made them addicts that will do anything to get more while preventing Nut Flash from drinking caffeine.
So we get the highlight montage of theft.
And I'm totally with them when it comes to stealing food, because it's food, but stealing a kid's video game console is crazy.
Like, you just know some kid waited all year till Christmas to get that console, and now he's gonna be miserable for weeks and get nagged by his parents.
Now, what's funny is the total amount of food RJ needs for the bear is probably less than $1,000, and despite them stealing food, which is just a minor inconvenience to humans, Gladys wants them all murdered over stolen food. Then we see this scene, which which leaves me some questions like how does one enter a cake and breathe and chill inside it while the cake still looks perfectly normal? Anyway, they steal a TV, which is also crazy, and Gladys is disgusted by how the neighborhood looks and calls for an exterminator. Wait, if they're stealing plenty of good food, why bother going through all the garbage bins as well? Guess it's the animals' way of saying F you for destroying the forest and turning them into houses. Meanwhile, Bodhi can tell RJ is taking over as the new leader, making him feel incompetent and jelly, as RJ sees the last item he needs to complete the list that he owes the bear.
Opa!
What?
And Daddy Possum puts on a show.
Mommy, can I eat it?
No.
And using Daddy Possum as a distraction, the animals successfully steal the last item RJ needs.
What if these pests ruin my coffee?
Then the others leave Bodhi because they don't give a shit about him as we're introduced to the exterminator. And dude looks like a geek with a receding hairline who plays video games all day eating
Pizza. Where is your hairline?
Calm down, I'll go to Turkey. Then RJ gives the signal and Daddy Possum gets away.
Kill that disgusting thing.
Toodaloo. And we learn this exterminator is actually an animal freak that loves doing his job, which is killing them.
Oh, he's the woodland Jeffrey Dahmer.
And when Bodhi gets back, he sees Daddy Possum celebrated as his daughter's finally proud of him, and RJ is celebrated too, with the whole gang respecting and fully embracing him as their new leader. And this Jeff Bezos looking ass gets pissed, and he's so jealous he decides to act out of spite. Now, as a thank you for changing their lives, they make RJ his own little crib and tells him it's his new home now, and watching TV together, the guilt finally kicks in. And bro starts feeling bad because he knows he will abandon them and take all the food to the bear. But the food's gone.
You know, I'm actually surprised RJ decided to pay the bear back because bro could have just hopped in the back of a truck for a couple of days and would have never seen that bear ever again.
Anyway, Bodhi gives the food back out of pure jealousy, saying it's because they angered the humans. But buddy, giving the food back now isn't going to change their minds about the exterminator, and also that turtle didn't even take part in stealing a single thing, so dude has no right to just do whatever he wants with the food when he took no part in getting that food.
But the turtle gets the karma and gets his ass motorboated.
Then RJ tries getting away but triggers a dog.
Oh yeah, I'm Bobby.
And how is it that the dog can't talk or communicate to the others, even in the animal world? So the film's saying dogs are seen as dumb not just to humans but to animals as well? And for comedic effect, the food they gathered is used to destroy Gladys's car.
Oh, let me speak to your manager.
Then RJ and Bodhi falls and somehow they don't die.
Where's my chips?
I returned it.
The
What?
hell?
That's why you have no hair.
You're such a jealous ass turtle.
You think you better than us cause we don't need tree bark?
RJ's just using you.
And look at RJ's face, he's like, shit, he's right.
He just wants you for food.
You just mad he can do things you never could.
Great, you happy now? This stupid ass dumbasses just worship you. Oh shit.
I'm not stupid.
And the NPCs turn against him. You know what's funny? Bodhi calls Nutflash stupid, then dude shakes his head all shocked like, oh, I didn't say that. Bruh, just own up to it. You obviously meant what you said, so why are you acting all shocked for, huh?
Like you're my slaves. Wait. Slaves.
You bold and ugly.
So RJ's the new leader and Jeff Bezos is depressed. Hey yo, this photo is hilarious. Just look at his salty ass. Oh, he is a hater. That turtle hates RJ. Now RJ accepts his fate that dude's gonna die in the morning, and when he checks out the neighbors, the Terminator has set up all sorts of traps to kill them. And this includes installing an illegal device that is banned for being too inhumane.
Oh, damn.
And Gladys, knowing full well it's illegal, got it installed anyway.
Animals deserve to die.
So RJ accepts that he's cooked, but cause Bodhi needs to get on everyone's good side to be accepted into the family again, Jeff Bezos is on full kiss ass mode and admits he'll steal food if it means he can be accepted again. So when RJ discovers Gladys is having a big party with all the food needed to give to the bear, bro's back in the game, so he gets everyone to give Bodhi another chance.
I'm sorry.
And apparently that's good enough because they all hug and embrace his ass.
And like a true gambling addict, RJ plans to make it all back in one night.
And RJ executes his plan, so they'll first disarm all the triggers, then we'll take the cat's collar, which acts as the key to get inside the house.
And how in the hell we gonna do that?
Through you will seduce him. So they give her ass a makeover, shaving her bush, dyeing her bush, and Bodhi puts a cork up her ass.
Owie.
And what do you know? She looks like a fancy rat now. Meanwhile, this dude just be harassing people's stuff on their property because he got nothing better to do. And RJ gets Flash Nut to disable the triggers, but this processed sugar addicted nut can't help himself.
I got cookie.
Yo, maybe Nutflash really is stupid, chasing the laser like a kid, but he disables the alarm and the catfish skunk tries seducing the cat.
Meow.
Move along, you homeless trash. Man, you kinda cute. And you dirty and stinky, you disgusting filth.
Filth.
Listen, fat ass, you look like all you eat is Popeye chicken wings.
I bet your blood pressure 200, you fat shit. Huck to.
No one talks to me like that. I like it.
First of all, let's make something clear. I don't care who you are, unless you have a humiliation kink, no one finds that attractive, alright? Whether you're a guy or a girl, and I believe it goes both ways, alright? The screaming, the yelling, being all disrespectful, That's not attractive, alright? Whether you're a guy or a girl, and I'm sure girls feel the same way, you don't want to be spoken to like that, ever.
Anyway, so Skunk takes the cat somewhere private, then the crew pulls up, Skunk gives the collar cause they get busy. And we pretty much get the refrigerator commercial. And when the crew splits up, Porcupine Kid turns on the TV. What was that? Really? You don't know the sound of your own TV? Okay. Here, just feel my titties. Then they install a camera in Gladys's room to check in case she wakes up, and the Woodland NPCs get to work. And the film shows us they practically took the entire night to steal all the food.
But don't most robberies take place in under 30 minutes? So this might be the longest robbery ever.
Now Gladys gets out of bed because she needs her morning ice spice latte, and even though RJ has enough where I'm sure the bear won't kill him, bro's convinced he needs the Pringles wannabe chips to complete everything on the list.
We have enough, let's bail.
No, I'm greedy, it's never enough. And at this point, RJ could have just said, everyone leave and I'll catch up with you guys later and get the chips himself, but instead he selfishly used the animals for a packet of crisps when he didn't need to. And if anything, the daughter possum gets caught because of RJ's Pringle wanting plan.
So if RJ just told them to go home instead of telling them to look out, everyone would have been fine.
Disgusting shit. Let me speak to the exterminator.
But luckily, the daughter possum's just fine. Are you sure you're okay?
Your beatings are way worse.
And when RJ's so close to getting it, Bodhi keeps pulling his tail, so RJ crashes out. Boy, I've been using you as slaves to get food to feed a bear.
What?
Then he gets the chips, but falls in the process, which alerts the Karen, so now they're cooked. Hey, yo, what were these two doing? Dude out here looking like he cracked some skunk cheeks. Alright, I'm leaving your nasty ass.
Mama? Mama?
Really? You out here screaming over a girl? Come on, bro. Skunk cheeks can't be that good. Then we see Gladys's worst nightmare come true.
Ah! I blow my asshole.
Now, I've met girls who are scared of pigeons and crash out over a cockroach, so seeing two possums and a skunk, yeah, her reaction is pretty valid.
Rest in peace to a sense of smell.
Then White Garfield says he can't smell shit, so Catfish sees it as a match made in heaven. Then RJ escapes with the chips and the food, and the poor animals get trapped as the exterminator comes through, and they all get catfished by a window and all get caught. Yay.
Oh, you stink. I'll have to bathe for a week.
We should release them to the wild.
Are you crazy? I want them skinned to make my coat.
Then Bodhi sees RJ from a distance taking all the food, and yo, how did RJ take the food wagon from the suburb street and go all the way up there and not get caught?
Just a dumb movie, I guess.
Zad, what was mom like?
She a deadbeat.
My tail was right. I'm a baldy with no aura.
So RJ delivers the food to the bear, and the bear shows him what he's done to make him realize how horrible he is. All your woodland friends are gonna get molested by Peter. So RJ self-reflects and decides to change his mind last minute, taking the whole food stash with him to purposely hit the car and knock the exterminator out cold.
What a waste of food.
And RJ comes back for them, which makes Bodhi happy, but the others not so much.
I let you shove a cork up my butthole and you just gonna stand there like it's nothing?
Then the bear shows up and the kids take over the wheel, and when I was young, I thought playing car video games had nothing to do with actual driving, but when it comes to driving straight on the road, it's actually pretty accurate. Now RJ tries getting in the car, but immediately gets yeeted out because the others do not trust him.
Oh yeah.
Then the NPCs start arguing if they should let him in or not.
Y'all better shut the hell up or I'll beat your ass. He started it.
Then Baldy says his tail doesn't tingle, so they go, oh, and lets him in, and after driving into balloons, the bear gets caught in them and gets flown away. And this is where I felt bad for Gladys, because she just wanted a clean neighborhood, but ends up getting a truck destroying her house. Like, how do you even explain this to the insurance company? So does the exterminator have to pay for it? Because my goodness, that home is destroyed. And when they thought they got away, the bear shows up, so on one side, you got the bear trying to eat them, and on the other, you got Gladys and Hairline trying to murder them. And with a little bit of caffeine consumed by Flash Nut, bro is so fast already that with a bit of caffeine, the world stops spinning and Nut can pause time and do whatever he wants. Kinda reminds me of the Quicksilver scene in X-Men, but cause this movie was released first, shouldn't that mean X-Men copied DreamWorks for this scene? Anyway, Nut Flash sets up all the traps so everyone is safe and unharmed except the bear, Gladys, and Hairline, as they get a taste of the illegal shit Gladys installed. Y'all can't have kids no more. Yo, look at them. They love this shit. And god damn. Yo, Gladys be looking like one of them Barbie dolls that got her hair pulled out by a toddler.
Please, I'll get cracked in prison.
Well, you had it coming, Garen.
I'm just a girl. Sick. Ow.
So the bear heads to animal control, Gladys goes to prison for unlawful use of illegal devices in her yard, and Hairline runs away only to get mauled by the neighbor's dog. Then the woodland animals do their dancey dance, as it's confirmed Nutflash is autistic. And the cat decides to leave his good life behind for a skunk in the woods cause he horny. At least I don't gotta use protection. As the movie ends with RJ being accepted as part of the family.
What are we gonna do for food?
This how many times I nutted in the cave. leave.
So RJ goes back to getting food from vending machines, but why? You trained a whole group to be stone cold thieves. So just move to another suburb and start over.
This was one of the films I really enjoyed as a kid, and I watched the new Hoppers trailer from Pixar, and it actually reminded me of this film, which led me to making this video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a happy new year, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy KC, and yeah, till next time.